Number 12, we're going to be connecting the left-hand side with the right-hand side. So for the left-hand side, we're going to be using our exponent rules that I have here in different colors. So in red, we have the multiplication rule that says if they have the same base x, and you're multiplying, then you add the exponents. In blue, I have the division rule that says if they have the same base x, and you're dividing, then you subtract the exponents. And then in purple, the power rule, if you have x raised to some power a, and that's raised to another power b, then you multiply the exponents. So for number 1, we're going to be using the rule in purple, where we multiply the exponents. So since 2/3 is a fraction, let's make 9 a fraction by putting a 1 under it. So 2/3 times 9 over 1, you can multiply straight across and you get 18/3, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. So this would be x raised to the 6th power, which is the second one across. For number 2, we're going to be using the rule in red, the multiplication rule that says if they have the same base and you're multiplying, then you add the fractions. So this is x raised to the 1/4 plus 1/4. Since the denominators are exactly the same, we can combine these quickly. 1/4 plus 1 more fourth is 2/4. And if you reduce 2/4, you would get 1/2. If you remember, anything raised to the 1/2 is taking the square root of that base, so we are taking the square root of x. For number 3, we're going to be using the rule in purple, the power rule, that says we're going to be multiplying these two numbers together. So since 5/12 is a fraction, let's make 4 a fraction by putting a 1 under it. So this is 4 over 1 times 5/12. If you multiply straight across, you get 20/12. And I could reduce this. I could divide the top and bottom by 4. So if I divide each of these by 4, I would get 5/3. So this is x raised to the 5/3. So how do I turn this to root form? My denominator becomes your index. So we're taking the third root of x, and the numerator becomes your traditional exponent. So after we take the third root of x, we're raising our answer to the 5th power. So that would be this fourth one down, third root of x raised to the 5th. For number 4, we're applying the rule in blue, division rule. So that says we subtract our fractions here. So 5 halves minus 3 halves. Again, we have like denominators, so how many halves do we have left if we subtract? 5 minus 3 is 2, so 2 halves, and 2 divided by 2 is just 1. So this is x to the 1st power, which is this first one. And for the last one, all we're doing is converting to root form. So 5 is your index, so we're taking the 5th root of x, and then your numerator 4 is your traditional exponent. And so after that, we're raising this to the 4th power. I wonder if you can hear my dog in the background. I hope not. Alright, that's it.